Hey Scorpios, let's get into your messages at this time. Remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. Messages for Scorpios at this time, Spirit. We have difficult roads, spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life. Yeah, that's very Scorpio-like, right? We walk a very hard path in this life. We go through a lot of shit. But if it's one thing Scorpios don't do is give up. All right, we continue to persevere. This is giving 9 of Wands energy. So even when we're bruised and battered, we continue to move forward. You know that any sort of difficult time that you have gone through, that you are currently going through, it's because you're being prepared for great things. Spirit is bringing me back to a specific card I have in my deck of cards, my confirmation deck, the ones that I wrote. And it's about spiritual warfare. And it says spiritual warfare is what comes spiritual warfare happens right before your blessings come in. The enemy is trying to steal your joy. And Scorpio, I feel like you've figured this out. You've, acknowledged this, come to this conclusion that, whenever these difficult things are happening, it's because something bigger and better is about to happen. Something about when you get to where you're supposed to be, right? When these great things are meant to be happening, right? You're going to be sitting there, and I know this happens to me a lot, when I'm kind of just sitting and relaxing and my mind is kind of blank, just, it's clear. And all of a sudden I'll look around and I'm just like, and I'll start thinking certain things about life may start popping through, and that might be spirit just kind of coming through with things, right? And it's almost like I sit here and I'm like, whoa, if I didn't go through X, Y, and Z, I wouldn't be where I am today. At the time that I was going through difficult periods in my life, or the periods of difficult times, in that moment, now I do. But back then, before I was, more awakened and enlightened and things like that, I'd be like, oh, why me? But I never gave up. I just continued to persevere even through the challenges. In that moment, I didn't see these difficult challenges as opportunities of growth and, seeing the bigger picture and what, after this, I'm going to get great things. No, I didn't see it that way. Now, talk to me now, right? And it's a totally different ball game. I can see and I can understand that my perseverance, me not giving up, even when the road got rough, even when I felt like I was about to sink and drown, I know that when it's happening, something great is coming after. I'm going to share something that actually happened to me because Spirit is definitely putting it in my mind, or bringing back this memory to me. I'm not sure how this may resonate with you guys or how it may correlate in your life, but simply because she's in the water and I just spoke about drowning and spirit of perseverance. One time I was in a pool, and this pool has a dip in it where if you don't know, you're going to dip and you're going to go down. You're going to drown. Okay. Now I know how to swim. Okay. But I wasn't prepared for that dip. Mind you, I was also holding my youngest son. And at the time, he was about a year and a half, 2 years old. And I was holding him, and we both went down. And in that moment, while I was drowning, my only thought was, I have to save my son. I have to make sure, I have to keep him above water. Now, we had a bunch of people around the pool, but apparently nobody was paying fucking attention. Okay, so here I am drowning, but I know I had my son above water, so he was okay. And I was hoping, I kept praying, and I'm trying to kick to get myself up because I didn't want to put him in a position where I'm trying to get up and he's also drowning with me, right? I'm thinking to myself, I pray to God somebody notices us because I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. But 555 on the timer, I kept persevering. I kept kicking. I'm like, somebody's going to see this. Somebody's going to see us. Somebody's going to see us. And sure enough, like it felt like right at the last minute, somebody saw and grabbed my son up, and then I was able to come up. But man, it felt like forever. It felt like the most... Listen. Oh, man. So, anyways, I don't know how it's relevant, but I guess that's the perseverance, that adrenaline that kicks in, right, when these difficult challenges present themselves. Whether, literally like that, or, it's something, a challenge that's emotional or mental, whatever. But nonetheless, Scorpio, yeah, we're meant to walk the hard path in life. We might sink sometimes, but baby, we're always going to come up from that water. Okay. What else here for Scorpios? Path of the Hearts. A path dedicated to romantic love. Main life lessons will be heart-based, on earth to obtain emotional wisdom. So there definitely may have been a difficult road around the heart space, relationships, romantic love, emotions. What did I say in the last reading yesterday, Scorpio? You are your heart, basically, right? Path of the heart. You are your heart. Everything you do is from the heart. That's just who you are. People think that Scorpios are like these cold, mean creatures, when really we just love and want to be loved. We are very soft on the inside. We might have that hard exterior, that hard shell, right? But we're soft on the inside. We're softies. We're a little sensitive, okay? And don't get me wrong, when that stinger comes out, those emotions go away, right? That's when the Queen and King of Swords comes out. But, we're King and Queen of Cups too, all right? Occasionally we get a little spicy like the King and Queen of Wands. And I think most Scorpios are... Anyways. Sorry, y'all hear my little kitty is she's doing her thing back there. Yeah, Scorpio. So a lot of lessons around romantic relationships, romantic love. Main life lessons will be heart-based. So yeah, you're, when Scorpio, I feel like, and this has been coming up in a lot of the readings, especially when it comes to like romantic love or just love in general, connections, platonic relationships, whatever. It's been a hard road. I feel like Scorpios have gone through a lot of difficult relationships, abusive, narcissistic, this, that, and the third. And I feel like there's some sort of great reward that's about to happen when it comes to love, whether it's romantic, whether it's platonic. Like, there's something here about love, the connection, and the connections that you've had, and the lessons around that. I feel like you're about to be rewarded with like a great love. Like, great love is what it's what I keep hearing. You're about to be rewarded with a great love. Now, this doesn't even have to be like a romantic love. This could be Maybe you have a baby. Maybe you get a pet. I don't know. Maybe you, whatever, Scorpio. But there's about to be a great love in your life. For a lot of you, it is romantic. But, yeah. One more here for Scorpios. Tragedy. Tragedy helps you find your purpose. Deep lessons concealed in tragedies, helping others cope during tragedy. So Scorpio, your difficult road, okay, the things that you've gone through, the difficult things that you've experienced were all part of your purpose. It's also meant for you to help others cope during tragedies. You may meet people on your path who have gone through very similar things as you, or maybe going through similar things as you have gone through. And so you're able to help other people cope with the difficult things in their life. It doesn't mean that difficult things don't continue to happen in your life. I mean, this is life. Nothing's ever going to be fucking rainbows and unicorns, and I say that all the time. We're always going to experience challenges, even when things are going really well. It is what it is. Whatever tragedies you've gone through, towers, upheaval, chaos, and whatever, it's helped you find your purpose. This difficult road is what helped you find your purpose. No matter what, at least the group of Scorpios I'm talking to, high vibrational Scorpios, these challenges, these obstacles, these tragedies, this hard path that you have been on, no matter what, Scorpio, you've never lost your heart, your love, your compassion, your empathy. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. At the bottom of the deck, we have breaking contract. Contract stops serving your growth, freeing yourself from a soul contract, altering your divine blueprint. So a lot of you could be breaking contracts at this time. Whether it's a contract with a job, leaving a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, whether this is an actual contract, a soul contract, y'all are cutting ties, okay, with things that no longer serve you, serve your growth in your physical life, growth, spiritual growth. I keep hearing somebody saying, like, this is not my life, or this is not going to be my life. So I feel like Scorpio, no matter what, like what you've gone through, I don't know, altering your divine blueprint almost makes me feel like you're like shifting realities, or I'm gonna say this, Scorpio. This may not resonate with everybody, so don't take it to heart if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you. But there could have been a group of Scorpios here where this is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. And this could be coming from like, well, with newborn here, newborn soul. I was gonna say that it's gonna sound so fucked up, but it is what it is. We all have different soul contracts, and whatever we do with them is on us, right? It's almost like you were meant now I'm picking up two things. Chase. All right, the first thing is some of you were put here with a soul contract that had difficult roads, obstacles, challenges, and tragedy. Okay, that was your soul contract. That was okay. That sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out. It's like you guys were, and this for some of you, this could be some sort of past karma that you're burning off. Now, before I did start this video, one of the first cards that was at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling was burning karma. So that could be for a group of you, right? Where you're burning off some past karma. And so in this lifetime, there may have, it may have been very challenging, a lot of tragedy, tragic relationships. And this may have been for you to change how your story was going to go. Were you going to continue on? Were you going to be on these difficult, were you going to be on this difficult road, experiencing these tragedies, but not evolving, not changing, not having any spiritual growth, not having the spirit of perseverance, giving up, not having faith that greater things were going to come even through these challenges? Something about faith maybe here. The name faith could be significant. And then there's another group of you here, right? Where, yeah, your contract. Well, okay. Some of you may have had the same thing here where you had your contract was, difficult road, tragedy, blah, 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 blah. But it's because some of you here, Scorpios, are newborn souls. So this is your first time incarnating into this lifetime. And others of you, it ain't your first time. Okay. But we do have newborn soul here, which is kind of making me feel like I feel like I might have some people opposing me on what I'm about to say, but this is what I'm feeling. I've heard before, oh, Scorpios, you've done this many lifetimes before, but I feel like I'm talking to, there could be a group of Scorpios who are newborn souls in this world. And you were meant to go through some things here. Because it's possibly in the next go round, the next lifetime, that will make or break the karma, right? That's going to determine whether in the next lifetime you're going to have good karma or be burning off some past bad karma. Yeah. So Scorpio, I feel like basically we know that Scorpios definitely live a life of, or experience a lot of tragedy, tragic things, obstacles, challenges. And it's because we are the sign of death, rebirth, and transformation. We're constantly transforming, constantly going through deaths and rebirths. We were... the Most High made us strong enough to be able to handle these tragedies, these obstacles and challenges. Even when we feel like, how could I ever get through something like this? Spirit always shows us our spirit of perseverance. Okay. I feel like there's so much more I need to say. Or there's a lot of downloads I feel like I'm receiving. And that's the thing too, right? We may have We may have some newborn Scorpio souls, right? Baby Scorpios who are, they don't have to necessarily be babies, you know what I'm saying? But Scorpios who, okay, y'all get what I'm saying. I'm being metaphorical here. Sometimes, y'all, some people in the comments be taking shit literal. Okay. Anyway, we might have some newborn Scorpios here, some baby Scorpios who may be going through difficult times, tragic times. And you may be the Scorpio who's more evolved, who's gone through a lot of shit here. And you're able to help these newborn, the Scorpios with these newborn souls who are here for the first time around, go through these same things. Or just even other people, doesn't have to be Scorpios, but death. Scorpio. I said what I said. Okay, let's get into it. Y'all have literally been here with me as the sun has been rising and it's been getting lighter and lighter outside. So this is what I'm saying. It's like, Scorpio, you go through the darkness and you don't sit in it, but you go through it until the light comes up or you come out into the light. Tell me about this difficult road here for Scorpio. Well, actually, tell me about all of this here for Scorpio. Okay, yep. The Lover's in reverse. So there is the romantic love, right? Breakups, separations, soul ties, romantic connections that are severed. Eight of Swords, doubt, fear, insecurity, victim mentality. The Hierophant. Taurus, we have Gemini, Taurus here. Hierophant, it's about commitment, it's about marriage, tradition. So a lot of you may have had, some of you here could be like afraid of commitment, but it's due to like the past, the things in the past that you've experienced in romantic connections. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be just with people that you have loved in your life, Scorpio. I feel like definitely the love sector, especially romance or romantic connections, definitely had a lot of obstacles and challenges in your way. But with the Lovers in reverse, Scorpio, this is something you've released. This may be a contract you've broken with someone, if you were in a relationship or in a marriage, or if this is some sort of soul contract, whether this is with a family member, a friend, whatever, right? I don't focus on just one specific thing here. It could be anybody in your life, but you got to apply it to your life how it resonates. These are general readings, guys. But yeah, you broke some sort of contract here, especially a soul contract with the Lovers. I feel like this connection created a lot of difficulty in your life. On top of the fact that, you know, you already go through difficult shit, or you've already gone through difficult shit. Now you're going to have a connection in your life who brings on more difficulty. A lot of you you're like, I don't care if I have a soul contract with this person. I'm burning this shit up right now. I don't care what type of contract we have. You got to go. Oh, man. And Scorpio, somebody may be experiencing a difficult road here because y'all were meant to have some sort of soul contract, meant to have some sort of divine connection here with the Lovers, or divine union. And they cause great difficulty in your life, unfortunately. But whatever this connection or relationship is, Scorpio, I feel like it was setting you up for something much greater. Okay. Could be dealing with a Gemini in that area. Now, Path of the Heart, Eight of Swords. Yeah, there could be a lot of fear around romantic love, emotions, the heart, due to whatever this connection was where you're breaking a contract. For some of you, this is a marriage, okay? Wow. Yeah, Scorpio, there's definitely a need to, and it's easier said than done, right? I know, guys. Y'all be forgetting I'm here with y'all. Hello. um, there's a need to get out of the fear, Scorpio. I know it's easier said than done. It's scary as fuck. After going through everything that we've gone through with all different types of people in our life, it's hard to trust again, or it's hard to love again. It's almost in our nature. At least for the group of Scorpios on top. There's still a lot of like maybe some like victim mentality going on, because that is the Eight of Swords upright. It's that, oh no, I've been hurt before. Oh no, this, nothing good is gonna happen in my life because, oh gosh, this is mental entrapment, mental restriction. It's almost like you're scared to dip your toes into love or even into your emotions, Scorpio, because it's like you don't want to feel hurt again. You don't want to feel those emotions that come up when tragedies happen, or when there's difficult things, difficult obstacles and challenges in your way. And I get it. Who wants to experience those icky feelings? There's really a need to work through the fear, the doubts, not for anyone else, but for yourself, Scorpio, to free yourself from this bind you have yourself in. You're not trapped. You're not trapped. You can burn the contract whenever you want. You have free will here. Just because you have a soul contract with somebody doesn't mean you have to stay with them, be with them, or deal with their shit. You can free. Eight of Swords is a card of you being able to free yourself whenever you want. The woman in the Eight of Swords chooses, due to the mental bind that she's in, the mental restriction, the entrapment, that victim mentality, she chooses to stay stuck, wrapped up. And I always call it toilet paper, because that's what it fucking looks like. If somebody wrapped toilet paper around you, you're gonna bust right through it, right? You're not gonna have fear of like, it's different if maybe somebody was wrapping you in some rope or some fucking, like, I don't know, heavy duty tape and you can't get out of it. That was different. No, I like to look at this as like toilet paper. If somebody wraps you in toilet paper, you're gonna break it with ease. It's all about the mental, right? If your mental was weak, or this is gonna sound crazy, but like if the mental was weak and somebody was wrapping you in toilet paper, you'd be like, oh my god, I can't get out. I don't have the strength, I don't have the courage. Oh my god. No, like that sounds so fucking stupid. So Scorpio, and get out of your own head. Especially if you feel like you're stuck in something, or afraid to leave a particular situation that's caused a lot of tragedy and difficulty, you're more than free to go. More than free. Now, tragedy, Hierophant, clarifying the tragedy card here. So they're bringing me back to the faith. When I was talking about faith, the word faith, there's something here about, and I'm looking at the Hierophant here as like God, the Most High. I'm hearing, do you trust me? Test of faith. Do you trust me? To, God, the Most High, Spirit, whomever you subscribe to, okay? Spirit is trying to teach you a test of faith. Do you trust me? Will you trust Spirit? Will you trust God, Most High, the universe, to get you through the tragedy? Do you have that faith? Or are you in this Eight of Swords like, no, I'll never get through it. I'm losing faith. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. No, you're not. You're being taught something here, Scorpio. The Hierophant is a teacher. You're being taught something about the tragedies that you've gone through, why you've gone through them. Initiation. You're going through some sort of initiation. This came up in, what was it, the 1010 reading I did? This rebirth is beautiful. Transformation, initiation. You're going through some sort of initiation, Scorpio. Like you're being brought to the next chapter of your life here. And in this very moment, you may be breaking a lot of contracts, soul contracts. Having to work through these fears, these doubts, this victim mentality. It's like there's fear of tragedy happening again if you get into another romantic connection or you deal with another friend, or it's like you can't bear to have any more tragedy and difficulty in your life, Scorpio, so you keep yourself stuck in this Eight of Swords. Like, oh. Seven of Swords at the bottom, the Magician. Yeah, you may have dealt with a lot of you may have dealt with a lot of tricky energies here, Scorpio. Master manipulators, master illusionists. Sneaky, deceptive people, liars, cheaters, thieves. People who will use every tool in their belt to manipulate. I have Gemini, Virgo energy here. Heavy on the Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles. Things are changing here, Scorpio. And this is something that is repetitively coming out in these messages, in these readings, is you are shifting your reality. What does it say? Altering your divine blueprint. You're like, this is not how my life is going to go. These are not the type of people I'm going to entertain or have in my life. Once you get out of this Eight of Swords, Scorpio, whatever this mental entrapment, this fear, this doubt that you're experiencing, this victim mentality even, the wheel is going to turn. Things are going to shift. A lot of you are definitely freeing yourself from a marriage, a contract, a relationship, whatever this is, becoming single, independent, or maybe it's a job that you may be leaving, having that financial independent freedom. The Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles can also speak of overnight success. Okay. Yeah, there's that Nine of Swords. More fear, more doubt, negative thinking, overthinking, paranoia, anxiety, sleepless nights, insomnia. Waiting for the next, how does that saying go? waiting for the next bomb to drop, right? Kind of like that grenade that went off in the last video. Like, a toy grenade. Nine of Wands. Yeah, and then there's the Spirit of Perseverance, the Nine of Wands that I was picking up before. Scorpio, if you have overcome the most difficult things in this lifetime, from losing loved ones to all types of things, Scorpio. I mean, listen, you mean to tell me you can't overcome these fears, this anxiety, this paranoia, mental entrapment, victim mentality? Yes, you can. I feel like this is you looking back at yourself here. You can do this. You got this. I keep hearing that. Somebody's like spirit guides or loved ones or ancestors are like heavy around them. Like, if you have the ability of clairaudience, you probably can hear them, or they're coming through heavily in some shape or form. You may be feeling them, receiving messages from them. You have some heavy, like, spiritual support around you, like rooting for you, like, you got this, keep going, go, you got this, like, don't be scared, you've been through worse things in life. Like, interesting. What else for Scorpios? Ten of Wands. There's that difficult road, the obstacles, the challenges. But the one thing this person is not doing is giving up. They know they're at the finish line. They know that it's difficult. It's difficult carrying all these wands, right? All the responsibilities, the burden. But this person is persevering, still holding up all 10 wands to get to their destination. And for me, the destination is always the little house in the corner there when it comes to the 10 of wands. It's like, just a little more. I'm almost there. You ever went food shopping and had like 20 bags and you're like, I'm only doing this in one trip. And now you got 20 bags on both arms and you're like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. But it's like weighing you down. So now you're having to go a bit slower. I don't know why Spirit put that in my mind right now, but that's what this difficult road for you could feel like. Probably a little heavier than that, but y'all get the drift. Spirit is just showing me somebody carrying a bunch of wands, getting to this house, getting to the front, like the front yard of it, right? With this castle or whatever this is. And then just dropping those wands and having this like sigh of relief. Scorpio, you're about to have your sigh of relief. Whatever this difficult road is, you're at the end of your journey here. 10 of wands, 10 signify completion of cycles. The end of something and the beginning of something else. 1 and 0 is 1. Ones are about new beginnings. 10's endings, 1's new beginnings. Yeah. There may have been a lot of difficult lessons, especially when it came to a particular romantic connection or just multiple connections, love connections in your life. But I feel like one in particular here. Look at this. You're not giving up, Scorpio. You could have fire in your chart. You're very determined. You've been very determined. Fool. There's that new beginning, taking a leap of faith into things, following your heart and not being afraid to take a leap of faith in things, not being afraid to follow your heart. Your heart is your compass. There's so much fear about, like, there's fear around a new beginning, fear about starting something new or taking a leap of faith in a new direction. Fear of, if I fall, will I fall on my face? If I jump, will somebody be there to catch me? Or am I going to just jump and land in another difficult situation, onto another difficult road, difficult path? And think about it, Scorpio. Our thoughts make our reality. There's the King of Wands again. 5 of Cups. Seven of Swords wanting to come out again. Yeah, a lot of the tragedy, Scorpio, that you experienced was... Whew, we know, because it's always coming up in the cards. These 7 of Swords, the deceptive motherfucker. Oh my God, it's like we've been surrounded by them. The manipulators, the con artists. There's been so much of it. It's like, how can somebody not be in the 8 of Swords, right? I get it. That 8 of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. What no longer brings you emotional fulfillment, what no longer serves your growth. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are very, if you are Scorpio with this romantic love, or if you are dating, if you are planning on dating, a lot of you are taking it slow like a snail. You're being very practical. You guys don't want to experience another tragedy, especially when it comes to like romantic love. But even just in general with connections, you don't want to experience another tragedy. So it's like you're moving very slow versus maybe in the past you moved fast into connections or got into connections very quickly, fell in love very quickly. I feel like now you're more grounded, Scorpio. There's something coming in. There's something coming in due to some sort of tragedy that you've experienced or tragedies that you've experienced throughout this lifetime. Some sort of opportunity of some sort. I feel like this is coming from Spirit. For you having the faith and the spirit of perseverance, you're being blessed with something. Something stable, something solid. Strength. There's that. Scorpio. You got Leo in your chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. There it is. There's that strength, that courage. The will. It's like the will to want to live, right? The will to want to continue to persevere and not give up. A lot of you may have tried to hold on tight to something that you knew was no longer serving your growth, Scorpio, and it may have caused even more burdens on you, more difficulties. And it's like, I don't know, it made you feel almost like you were drowning probably at some point, but it's like now you're above the water and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to allow this anymore. I'm not going to allow somebody to drag me down and drown me with them. This is like, yeah, the Lover's like sinking. No. What else here for Scorpios? The Knight of Wands in reverse. This is you, Scorpio, with this Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like not moving quickly in connections or impulsively. I feel like in the past that brought a lot of difficulty and tragic relationships. But I also feel like this could be too, Scorpio. The High Priestess at the bottom. Trust your intuition at this time. Don't let the fear and the anxiety block your intuition, because you have a very strong intuition right now, Scorpio. You're being led in a new direction, to have a new chapter here, to not have fear, to take action towards a new beginning. Go slow, Knight of Pentacles. Don't move fast. Don't be impulsive in any actions you take. But don't be afraid either to go in a new direction. A lot of you have fear around the fact that you're going to end up jumping into another situation with a lot of difficulty. Maybe even something that does create even, there could have been a connection here that you were in, a romantic connection, Scorpio, where you were dealing with somebody and you ended up taking on their karma. They may have built even more karma for you in regards to something, or like just because you were dealing with them, now you took on their karma. You're breaking free from that. You're like, your karma is not mine for me to deal with. That's for you to deal with. Sorry if these messages are a little over the place. Spirit got me. There's a lot that I'm channeling here. I don't usually do my readings like this. Something's different about the energy here. I'm hearing metamorphosis. So it's transformation. It's Scorpio energy. A lot of you may be going through a metamorphosis right now, for sure. Your life may be going through a metamorphosis, a transformation. Nine of Pentacles coming out here, Scorpio. Some of you could actually, you may realize, Scorpio, that there's actually an opportunity here that may be presenting itself, whether it's coming from someone or it's coming from spirit, this idea where you may actually be able to take the things that you've gone through and actually make it into some form, like a career, a business. Like you'll be able to make some form of abundance and wealth for yourself. The Knight of Pentacles carries one pentacle. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. 1 and 9, that's 10. 10 of Pentacles here, Scorpio. So whether this is an offer, opportunity coming towards you, it's one that you're creating for yourself. You're like, you know what? I can really help people with X, Y, and Z because I've gone through this. And there's so many people going through this. What does it say? Being prepared for great things. Don't be scared to take a leap of faith, especially if this is in regards to creating an opportunity for yourself to help others, but also, bring in wealth and abundance to yourself, creating that legacy, the 10 of Pentacles, creating a legacy, creating generational wealth, creating some sort of stability for yourself, for your family, your children, grandchildren, for all your future generations. There's Scorpio, the things that you have gone through, was absolutely not for any reason, okay? Test of faith. That's just what I keep hearing. Test of faith. Your heart is your compass. The Empress wanting to show herself. Your heart is your compass. You are love. When I see the Empress, all I see is the words LOVE. Like, she is love. She embodies the energy of love, the word love. Like, this is the mother of the deck. Some of you here actually, with the Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, yeah, some of you may be able to step into some sort of position here where you are some sort of teacher, mentor, a spiritual teacher, a leader, somebody who people can go to for wise counsel, wise advice, knowledge. The things that you've gone through was to bring about knowledge and put you in a position of sharing that knowledge, but also bringing wealth to yourself. Equal exchange here. That spirit is like, listen, it's like making something out of those tragedies, making something out of that pain. What did I say in the most recent video? Alchemizing the pain into wealth. Anything else here for Scorpios? The Emperor. We just saw the Empress. Now we have the Emperor here. So you could be breaking definitely a marriage contract here. Could be being burnt up, shredded here, or this could also be a soul contract. Emperor, Empress could be a divine counterpart. Well, I wouldn't say, let's just say a counterpart. Somebody you had a soul contract with here. Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you, for some of you, this could have been a father figure, a masculine, who created this difficult road, who created the tragedy. Whether it's your father, father of your child or children, spouse, ex-spouse, a boss, if this is even forget, put romance to the side if that doesn't apply, but like this could be a boss creating a difficult road and tragedies for you, and okay, but this is you also, Scorpio, stepping into this boss energy, no longer being a victim of your circumstances, but saying, you know what, I'm gonna take the shit that I've gone through, these tragedies, these difficult times, and I'm gonna make something of it. I'm taking control of my life and my destiny, my emotions. This is the position of a boss, a leader, Hierophant, a teacher, a mentor. All of it was to put you in a position of, damn, it's gonna sound crazy, but it was like to put you in a position of power, right? Spiritually, like for you to help others and things like that. Put you in a position of leadership. Anything else here for Scorpios? Damn, I did not expect this reading to be this long. King of Swords. Okay, Scorpio, there. I feel like if you are in this victim mentality, a lot of you may have freed yourself from it, okay? A lot of you may be past this, but others may be in it, okay? King of Swords here. I see you freeing yourself. I see you no longer being that victim, no longer allowing your fears, your doubts, your thoughts, or anyone else to keep you stuck, restricted, trapped, in bondage. Male or female, I feel like a lot of you are, you're stepping into your masculine energy, Scorpio. Period. You know, again, these difficult roads, these tragedies could have made you very cold, could have at one point in time detached you from your emotions. But, and this is that hard shell, that hard exterior I was talking about with the Emperor, the King of Swords. What? Whew, that is a rough and tough exterior, Scorpios. Guys, we have a new a new member to the crew. Say hi to Cleo. But yeah. Miss Thing is actually an Aries. Okay, Cleo is an Aries. You could have Aries in your chart with the Emperor here. Aquarius, Libra, a Gemini with the King of Swords. Got Aries, Leo, Sag with the Knight of Wands. So it was just with the Strength card, Leo here. Scorpio, Leo season may be very significant in regards to all of this happening. Good goodness, goodness. Knight, King of Wands, Four of Swords. You could have, there could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be or somebody could have that in prominently in their chart. But whoever this King of Wands is, I feel like is upset, Scorpio, because you are freeing yourself from some sort of contract here. Okay. I feel like they're upset because you have some sort of mental clarity or peace, or that's what you're going to be receiving here. Instead of being bound, mentally entrapped, and in fear, you're going to be in this Four of Swords. Calm, relaxed, no fear. Sleeping easily. We saw that Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights, not being able to sleep, anxiety. This is calm, peace, tranquil energy. It's like saying I could sleep good at night. You're like this, the Magician. This is somebody who wanted to keep you bound. This person, for some of you, somebody could have been trying to do some binding magic. Okay, with the Magician and the Eight of Swords, they could have been trying to do some binding magic to keep you bound to them, to keep you in some sort of contract. But again, this is you freeing yourself. This is you seeing the fact that you are the Magician, Scorpio. You manifest and create your reality. You have all the tools that you need. This is you stepping out of this victim mentality and saying, no, fuck that. Zing. Ace of Wands, High Priestess. Gemini, Virgo energy here with the Magician. Man, this Scorpio, there's a new path, a new passionate beginning, a creative opportunity, creative endeavor. And there's a need to jump on it. Trust your intuition. And I feel like this has something to do with like a business, a career, doing something here that you're passionate about, that excites you, that puts that spark in you. And it has to do with like everything that you've gone through. Being possibly of assistance to others. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. This connection that you were in, I feel like caused a lot of imbalances, financial imbalances, emotional imbalances. You're going to be regaining that balance, Scorpio. A lot of you may be adding another stream of income, and it could be through whatever this is. Listen, this energy right here feels very powerful. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the King of Swords, the Magician. That's maybe why I'm feeling like whoever this King of Wands is, they might be upset. They might be feeling some sort of way that you're getting your peace now. But they're not, it's almost like they have to just sit there and watch it. Sit in silence and watch it. You stepping into this boss ass energy, boss ass position. Okay, sorry about that, guys. One of my babies woke up. So, Two of Pentacles, yeah. So this, whatever this was, this connection was definitely causing an imbalance in your life, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. And I feel like you will be regaining your balance here. And what I was saying was, like, yeah, I feel like the energy that you're stepping into here, Scorpio, is, and I said this in one of the other readings, the Ace of Swords, like, this is, dang it, Scorpios. This is an energy of knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing your power, knowing your strength, your courage. And let me tell you something for my ladies, okay? You may have a very masculine energy to you right now. You may be coming off very masculine and you know, having this hard exterior, but you're like, there's something still super soft and feminine about you. Like whatever you're doing it with grace and class. Even for my gentlemen too. Like, you're just doing something here with grace, class, and a whole lot of power. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. What is this Four Cups? The Knight of Swords. Three of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken. Okay, this kind of feels like Scorpio. King of Pentacles at the bottom. I feel like there's somebody here, or it could even be this particular person that you're separating from. I feel like they're heartbroken. They're upset. They want to say what they need to say. They want to rush in. They want to give their opinions or their thoughts. Scorpio, you're not interested. You're not interested with the Four of Cups. That's what this is. You're not interested in what this person has to say. You're not interested in nothing, anything. This person has caused a lot of heartbreak. Now they're heartbroken. Yeah, I'm telling you, Scorpio, if you're stepping into a boss position here, this person's watching you level up. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. There was no teamwork in a situation here, Scorpio. No teamwork. No growth. No expansion. Yeah. Could have been a lot of secrets, a lot of illusions. Okay. Let's see. All right. What good things do Scorpios need to know coming out of this? Oh, and let me say this, because Don't misconstrue my words, Scorpio. If you're getting out of a relationship, let's say a romantic relationship, don't go jumping into anything too fast, too soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's what you're doing, especially because the Knight of Pentacles is here. But I know already people in the comments like, I'm not jumping in it. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. It's like the Fool is facing the Ten of Wands under the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So this is like, Scorpio, you're still looking at the past here when you're needing to look forward. Okay? You're so focused about what could happen because of what you experienced in the past that you're not looking forward and seeing the opportunity here. Do y'all see this? The Magician, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Do you know who you could be? Do you know who you are? It's like, and don't get me wrong, Scorpio, I experienced these energies too. I've gone through the bullshit too. The Two of Cups. What good things are coming out of this for you, Scorpio? The Two of Cups. Okay. If you so choose and want it. Interference. This person over here that you may be leaving behind or ignoring or rejecting, they may try to be an interference in this Two of Cups. But with this energy right here, I don't think that's going to happen. They might try. Word try. Okay. But Two of Cups here, this is a new connection, a new friendship, romantic relationship. This is the good thing that's coming to you out of the difficulty and tragedy, is a connection that's equal, a partnership that's equal, harmonious. You not only are, if this is romantic, physically attracted to each other, but there's emotions running, through one another. The feelings are very mutual. If this is platonic, if it's just a friend, like you guys are on the same wavelength, the same frequency, you and somebody else getting each other on an emotional and soul level here. A healing connection. And this is something that came up before too. Not one full of difficulty, strife, and tragedy, and not being balanced with the Two of Pentacles. No, this is balanced. Two people holding a cup each at the same level here. Not this imbalance of, I'm down here, this person's up here, whatever. What good things are coming towards Scorpio out of this? The Knight of Swords. What good things? I feel like this Knight of Swords is speaking about like taking the good things that are coming out of this, Scorpio, is you being able to take swift action without having fear, without holding yourself back. That's what I feel like this is, being able to take swift action without fear. Didn't I say I felt like there was going to be some sort of interference in this Two of Cups, or there was going to try to be, whoever this is? Knight of Swords that was coming at you, that you're rejecting. Like if this is like your ex being upset that you're getting into a new connection, like that's what I feel this is. But you and this person, the bond, the relationship, the emotions that you feel for one another, this person's not going to be able to penetrate that, High Priestess. What good things are coming towards Scorpio out of this? I don't know why I just giggled like that. The star. You could have Aquarius in your chart. There could be an Aquarius that's coming towards you. Look at that. Seven of Swords. A lot of you may be moving very strategically, moving very quietly. If you're in a connection, you may be moving very quietly with this person. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are like getting into, like secretly getting into a relationship, not telling anybody. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Justice, possibly getting married on the low. Like you don't want somebody to know what you got going on, Scorpio. I don't blame you, because you know that there's somebody in the background that would cause an interference in a connection. The good things that are coming your way, Scorpio, the Star, because you kept that faith, that hope, that optimism. There's wish fulfillment. There's a lot of inspiration coming out of this too. You becoming an inspiration. Some of you may be stepping into the limelight or having some sort of recognition or a platform even where you're telling what you went through, which is going to help other people cope with whatever they're going through, because you may be connecting with people, Two of Cups, who have gone through very similar things as you. You may be coming into contact with a lot of healing connections with the Star and the Knight of Swords here. I don't want to show the Star because, but yeah. Wow, this is beautiful, Scorpio. And then the Two of Cups and the Star. This is like a very healing connection, but a very spiritual connection. Very spiritual connection that may be coming in for you here, Scorpio. It feels like, well, not feels, it is wish fulfillment. The Star, this is a wish being granted for you, keeping that faith and that perseverance and moving forward. And not, especially if this was like you keeping yourself stuck in some sort of relationship or marriage, like you're fine. All right, I don't know. All right, let's get some advice here. Advice for Scorpios. Did we get this recently? Totemic Puma, or we got something with a Puma that came out, but here it is again. There's Puma energy heavy. Somebody put in the comments what the spiritual meaning for a Puma is, guys. Number 3, Totemic Puma, power awakening. Your birthday could be November 3rd. You could be a life path 3. Like number 3 is just very significant. Things could happen to you in 3s, Scorpio. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the red-tailed hawk, okay, which is also another one that's been coming out recently in these readings. I am Puma. With you, I awaken the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation of what I've been saying here. You've got this. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve your ambitions through methodical steps and an applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion. Even if no one else recognizes your potential or believes in your future success, they will understand differently in due course. By then, you will already be moving on to your next task. Trust your sense of timing, have patience. When you know it is a time to leap, do so without hesitation. Puma moves through your soul as guardian and guide. When Puma appears, it is a significant sign that you have come into your power. Puma moves with stealth and silence. I'm telling you, moving in silence, Scorpio, that 7 of Swords that I saw. Okay? Stealth and silence. Observant and patient as she narrows her focus, King of Swords, she cultivates energy so that the correct amount of inner power for the outer action is there when needed. When she strikes, it is with precision and effectiveness. She doesn't waste energy. She chooses her opportunities. Hesitation is not in her nature. There is no time or energy for doubt and uncertainty when one is fully engaged, consciously participating in the moment. You may wonder if this sounds much like you. You may consider yourself to be, at least sometimes, more of a doubter than one prone to fearlessness and certainty. Yet, the soul medicine of Puma builds within us silently. We may not even realize that our power is there until suddenly, when it is needed, we act with an unerring focus and unwavering commitment. We literally didn't know we had it in us until the time came and an attitude of swift, unfailing responsiveness somehow arose from within. That goes back to the story that I said in the beginning where I was drowning and I didn't know I had it in me to hold up my 1.5, 2-year-old son of like 30 pounds or something over my head as I'm drowning and still keeping myself afloat some way, somehow. Until the time came and an attitude of swift, unfailing responsiveness somehow arose, right? Even in the water, even as I was drowning, I was very clear in my thinking and unfailing in my responsiveness of shit, I got to keep my son up above water versus, panicking and keeping myself hesitant like, oh no, I'm drowning. Puma is cautious, steady, and poised until the right moment to act is upon her. Then she leaves her cover behind and, with unwavering focus, she strikes. You are guided by her to keep your motives, plans, and preparation out of public view. Okay, the Seven of Swords is not always bad, guys. It has multiple meanings, just like every card. And right now, that's what I feel like the Seven of Swords is saying. Really, this is confirming what I had said the Seven of Swords was about here. But, yeah, you're guided to keep your motives, plans, and preparation out of public view. Attend to your work. Become ready to be it rather than talk about it. Part of this medicine is strategy, planning, and visualizing the end result. This requires simplicity and clarity. Even if the destiny you're seeking to manifest is big and bold, there will be simple steps to take along the way. Puma is a huntress with singular focus. She goes after what is required at each moment, one step at a time, and thereby attains her goals. She strikes successfully because she works precisely. Take time to formulate your goals. Go after them one by one, with patience and calculated timing. Take charge of the situation through a willingness to bide your time, cultivate energy and courage, and trust your intuition to leap when you know the right moment is upon you. Puma might bring us the power we need to step into a new role, seize control of a failing project, cut off a toxic situation in our lives. I just saw the devil here. Okay. Or cease unhelpful negative self-talk. She indicates that a changing relationship with power is available to you now. If you have been repelled by the malicious use of power by others, or even yourself, recognize this and let it go. Forgive. Give yourself the chance to use your power safely and wisely. And I heard that too. I should have said it before, where it was like, this is you knowing your power and not abusing it, right? Because if you were abusing it, it would be the Emperor in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, like Magician in reverse. Like, that's not what you're doing here. You may have dealt with somebody who did, but you know your power, Scorpio. And you know to not abuse it or be malicious with it. And if you were, just recognize it, let it go, forgive yourself, Scorpio. But anyways, I feel like I'm not talking to a group of Scorpios like that. Know that you are smart enough to learn from what didn't honor your soul in the past. When you ask the divine to guide you from within your heart, your movements in the world shall benefit more than only yourself. This just use of power, surrendered and in service to the great power of the divine, will help you overcome your reluctance and lay claim to your will. Your will is needed to transform inspiration into action. The world truly needs this from you. Whatever it is that you dream of attaining or desire to do in this world, Puma arrives with this message. You have the power. Okay, so this is the healing process. It says, find a comfortable place to relax and say aloud, Puma, spirit of the sun, fire of the earth, you are fierceness and intelligent use of power, embodied in sacred feminine form. Your presence awakens the power within my soul, and I leave doubt and fear behind. I am patient. I am determined. I shall not be swayed from my purpose. Procrastination and hesitation are no longer part of my way. I embrace your gifts for the greatest good. With your certainty, I find my conviction renewed. It is not a question of if, but a question of when. My spiritual attainment is inevitable. So be it. Scorpios, wow. Amazing reading. I love you guys. If this resonated, comment, like, subscribe, share. I'll be opening personal readings soon, guys, but life is crazy right now. Okay. Getting my kids registered for school and all that. Just a wild ride over here. So give me some time, be patient with me, and that will be opening up soon, guys. I love y'all. Bye.